believe. See me drinking tears for water. You're not here with me. Say I am the fool, but she never let you go away. Call me what you will, but honey, don't you ever stray. And if the sun comes up and the air to breathe, but still nothing hard has to be. If the moon comes out to compliment the stars, I'll be loving you. Yes, I will, baby. I'm still ticking and busy anytime. Nothing you can do to ever change my mind. Let this world come and let it cease away. See, I'll be loving you. Of your way, I can make it through 1,000 tomorrow. You were here today. Let the times clash on this land of ours. All I move, earth to Mars. It won't matter. I know who you are. I'll be loving you. The sun comes up and there's air to breathe, but still nothing hard has to be. Resolution, baby. The stars, I'll be loving you. Oh, I'm still chicken if there's any time at all. You can do to ever change my mind. So let the world come and let it cease away. I'll be loving you. The sun comes up and there's air to breathe, but still nothing hard has to be. Still ticking if there's any time. Nothing you can do to ever change my mind. So let the world come and let it cease away. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Yeah, I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Yeah. I'll be loving you. 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 I'll be loving you.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. If it's meant for you, God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Press on with pride and press on with purpose and appreciate what God has brought you through.
BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports contests and events with first-to-market odds and lines. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Lloyd Spence. And listen, all you got to do is find your reviews and news for every league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf, all at betonline.ag. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. So, head to BetOnline today and use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, that's BELIEVE50, BLEAV50, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's BetOnline, it's where the game starts. Tell them the Noisemakers sent you.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Popcorn World. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. I can make it around the world with the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. 250 flavors. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn World. Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
Two, one, ready, come on.
What up, good people? Man, it's good to see and hear from y'all one more again, as they say, here on this Talkin NOIZ broadcast. I won't even delay what's happening here tonight. I'm gonna get right into it. White guitars, if you don't mind, sir, lead us on into the throne room of grace. Yes. Hello, everybody. Thank you, White Guitars, for lacing it up so beautifully as you do, calming our nerves and laying down the tensions of the day with your musical talents. Awesome. We're glad to be here with you. And we're also thankful that tonight's show won't cost $1,500 or $5,333 a month. Tonight, whatever you would like to bless us with would be fine. But whatever it is, we bless you tonight with a little Talkin NOIZ live on this here podcast. So God, go on and grab your church fans, grab your Bibles, grab your tithing envelopes or your cash app. Let's have a darn good time tonight. And this won't cost you $1,500, and you won't have to holler. No. And it won't cost you $1,500. Woo, $1,500. No. Yeah. We have knocked the price down to the low price of free. Because it won't cost you $1,500. Unlike some places we know.
Hey, Dion.
Dion King is in the building. What up, D King? What up to all the noisemakers? It's good to see y'all, man. Y'all be
Dion. We need to get Dion on staff because I know he done already been to see the Woman King.
Oh yeah,
he is the Siskel and Ebert of North.
You be going to see some movies, yo.
He be like, "Oh, I went Thursday at midnight when it first got released early."
Since we know you done seen the movie, go on and give us a quick update, real quick.
I'm just saying because
give us a quick update.
Although I mean, I've heard incredible feedback. People are just saying.
I haven't heard anybody say they ain't like it.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Yeah,
that's always good.
I have not heard any negative feedback. Well, I mean, I've seen if I go out and reach for it, I can find it, but none in my news feed. Nobody in my news
people that I know and trust.
And the truth be told, the people that are giving it the negative are people that may be of a white to persuasion.
They definitely gonna give it. What in the world is going on?
What's that? Arkansas.
You know what? Don't do that. Don't be like that. Don't be like the Lord can't bless what you just did. The Lord
can't bless flying around here at all times. The
Lord can't bless that what you just did. The Lord can't bless
times.
He's trying to bless you, and you like, I got something to complain about, and then he's like,
I'm saying it.
Blessing denied.
Nope.
Because you keep complaining. You gotta be content.
It is a fact.
Feels like a complaint.
Fact
factual. It feels like a factual complaint.
No, it's me telling the TRUF truth.
No, it don't feel like that. It feels more like a complaint. And how can the Lord bless a complaint?
Oh my gosh.
I went on a run today for grandmama.
I beg your pardon?
I went on a run for her today.
And Aaron?
Okay. In the country, we call them a
run. You saying, are you putting your sneakers to the ground?
In the country, they call it a run.
Oh,
I went on a run.
Okay.
Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Okay. I went and she wanted some chicken liver, fried chicken livers. So I went and got fried chicken livers.
Oh, yeah, she on her own with that.
She's happy. She's very happy.
And, she was on her own last time she wanted them pig feet.
Yeah, she went. She stuck out there on the pig feet by herself too, but she's not afraid. That's why I respect her, because she's not afraid to go out there on her own. Even though the rest of us might be like, ew.
No, we'd be like, heck no.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it. But
oh my gosh.
Yeah, she'd be like, no, serve up these chickens.
I mean, I just want to know, because for me, a lot of those different types of soul food have such a pungent scent. For one, if it doesn't smell good, then more than likely I'm not going to eat it.
Well, for me, it's more than the smell. It's also the texture. If the texture is off, I don't want it either. I don't like weird textures in my mouth. Pause.
What?
Pause.
Okay, because that didn't sound okay.
That's why I said pause.
Yeah, but
pause means I don't want that statement to sound like I'm
P-A-U-S-E, because that didn't sound like
P-A-U-S-E, pause.
Well, then, or P-A-W-S.
Something wrong with you. You ain't never heard pause?
I thought the kids be saying pause like.
No, pause as in pause. That's not a gay statement. It's just how I feel, but it's not a gay statement. That's what pause means.
Oh, I guess I'm not up to.
Clearly, you are not, and the Lord needs to pray for you. What? The Lord does need to pray for you.
Anyway, I see.
I discovered something in my run to find the chicken livers. The place I bought the chicken livers, absolutely one of the most incredible places I've ever been to, is a place called Buster's. Buster's is a gas station, but it's not like any gas station you've ever seen before. Like, it wasn't like a kitchen, little mini kitchen that they had in the back or in the middle where they was just cooking up all your stuff. Like, we're just gonna cook this up, make some chicken livers and fried chicken. No, they had full on everything. They had ribs, they had hamburgers, they had macaroni and cheese, they had mashed potatoes and corn, they had greens, cabbage, all kinds of things. They was a full on like Luby's right in the middle of the, but better seasoning. They had catfish, fried chicken, different types of pizza. They had everything that your heart could have. Egg rolls. They had everything. Onion rings, French fries, wedges. Right there in the middle of the gas station called Buster's.
Okay, sometimes
and they had the chicken livers and the gizzards.
Well, sometimes it's like a whole lot of things.
It was a lot of things.
I'm saying, but on all of my watching of the show Restaurant Impossible with old boy, I can't think of his name right now, but
Robert Irvine.
Yeah.
Robert Irvine.
That guy. He would always be like, "Why you got so much stuff on this menu? Why don't you narrow it down to the stuff you're good at instead of trying to cover it up with so much?"
But if it was good, then listen, there was a line. They wasn't losing money, so obviously they know what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm going back. I'm gonna give me some. Matter of fact, I might go this weekend. Because you eat chicken livers and gizzards.
Yeah.
You just put anything in your mouth, huh? Pause. It just seems like you eat everything. I haven't heard anything yet that he don't eat.
Nope. See, this is not going well.
It's not going bad, Mama Noah. It's only going bad in your mind.
No, he hasn't said anything. He's tuning up. I don't even know why you acting
out. Not tuning up. He's just being It's Cuz. It's the loving our brother Cuz Noise, and ain't no tune up. He's just being himself. His handsome black crispy.
Whatever. I'll wait on it. Now he's handsome black. A few minutes ago, he just said, "Yeah," but anyway.
I missed Cuz yesterday. I missed him. Go ahead, Cuz. I'm sorry. We just keep interrupting you.
I mean, I don't have a problem with food. I enjoy food.
Any food.
And I tend not to be mentally handicapped when it comes to trying things.
That's my problem, Cuz.
Right. You put limitations on yourself.
Yeah, the shit don't sound right. I don't want it.
Smell right is what you're saying.
Don't smell right, don't sound right, don't taste right.
Because you like pig feet.
I eat it all, Mama knows. I love pig.
You know what? I don't want to know that. I just asked
From
about.
the root to the.
No, I just asked about pig feet.
I was just
But you eat chitlins?
He said all is all.
Okay, well, I'm just asking because Mr. Noise is like anti-chitlin.
I am anti-chitlin.
I met this one guy who's a black guy. And he's married to a Mexican.
Unknown caller.
And for some reason, that Negro thinks that it's okay to frown up at his Mexican wife's culture, their food.
Mm.
You can judge a people, their culture, by what they eat. Asians eat rice.
Right.
Mexicans eat beans. Black folks, we generally eat greens. There's certain things that culture has. What you can't do is come into somebody else's culture and frown up at their food.
That's true. That part is true.
It is as offensive as going into somebody's house. Sitting down at their table and say, what's that?
Yeah.
You tell that motherfucker to get up out your table. I'm sorry, I went too far. You tell that person to get up from your table and get the hell out your house now.
Why it gotta be so aggressive?
I mean, any other time it's mother hubba. I mean, today it was not.
Because I think it's extremely offensive to be critical of other people's culture, their food.
Okay, well, I'll make sure not to say nothing bad at your house.
When I married a Jamaican, the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life is ackee and saltfish.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
But I never frowned up at it. I tried it. And it took a little getting used to. Now, every weekend I can, I'm calling in-laws and tell them, come on over here, let's cook up some ackee and saltfish and some fried dumplings and some breadfruit. Because I love it.
Love it.
You have to be careful. Little kids, in my opinion, frown up at food when you try to get them certain foods. They
do. They really do.
And here you got grown-ass people doing the same thing little kids do. It's almost as if you've never grown up.
Wow. That's aggressive, too.
I've grown up, but if stuff stinks, I'm not eating.
I ain't that shit.
My grandmama tried to force me. I love ham hocks. But see, she want me to eat the skin on that big old thick old skin on the outside. I said, okay, I ain't doing that. You can't even chew that. The dog didn't even want it when I tried to hand it to him under the table. Well, why you want to force me?
Lies. Dogs.
That is a fact.
That's ackee and saltfish, yes.
Are you saying Arkansas fish?
Ackee.
Well, you need to enunciate Mississippi because I thought you said.
First of all, I don't think. Listen, if I heard what he said and he heard what he said, then it's you.
I thought he said Arkansas fish.
Again, you.
I'm saying it the way the Jamaicans say. They put it all together, ackee and saltfish. They don't say ackee and saltfish. They say ackee and saltfish.
Ackee and saltfish.
So, the ackee was the yellow part, and then the saltfish, which is salt fish, is in there.
I'm not gonna lie. What does it taste like?
they eat salted fish for breakfast, which is
I'm
weird.
not gonna lie to you. That looks delicious.
Oh, man, it is so good.
It looks delicious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You said it looked bad.
I didn't see it. I hadn't seen it before.
It takes a little getting used to, but once you get used to the fact that that ackee, which is a fruit, has the texture of eggs, then you're okay. But you have to get past.
So
that.
what would you? Is there anything that comes close?
Nope.
Nothing. There's nothing you can compare it to.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I can't think of anything that comes close to it, other than the fact
Shout out to the lovely Alicia, who said Romero loves ackee and saltfish.
Oh, it is good. It is good.
Well, what's the ackee part?
That's the fruit.
What show are you listening to? He just said it.
Is it a sweet fruit?
No. Look up a picture with the ackee still in the pod, Mr. Noiz.
All right.
Tree.
Not me so much as production.
It comes off of a tree, but it's a fruit, but it doesn't have fruit. It has a.
So
what would you compare ackee fruit to?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is this something you would say? Let me go pick me up a few akis, and then you rinse it off and eat it.
No, you have to cook it, or else it's poisonous.
Oh, I mean, you cooking up poisonous food over at your house, man?
It's not unlike Jamaicans to live on the edge.
Mama North, I'm trying to tell you. See how the person said part of it is poisonous. You have to cook it. You have to do it right, else it's poisonous.
You know what? That looks poisonous.
What part is the poison part?
The black part.
That's the seed.
Is it the black part for real?
You don't eat the seed. No.
So that's the poisonous part.
Heck, no. See what I'm
So
talking
it's not
about?
a danger in like you can't accidentally swallow the seed and kill yourself.
You can't just pick it off a tree and eat it, or else it's poisonous. It's
The whole thing or just the seed?
You only eat the flesh inside. You see the yellow part around the black seed. That's the only part That's the only part you eat.
Oh, you don't even eat the outer part either?
No.
No, it's like an orange peel.
Right, like pods. It's like in pods.
It doesn't feel like there's a lot of payoff with the ackee.
I mean, I'm just trying to say. So you trying to say if it's like if I was eating a watermelon and accidentally swallow a seed and it'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good. But with this ackee thing, I could just keel over because I done had one of the seeds.
Oh, you gone, girl. You gone.
Okay.
What happened to the others? Ate that shit.
It is, and you know where I'm from. We do our grits and our pork. Our bacon and eggs. It is my favorite breakfast food.
Really?
Favorite?
Absolute favorite. Saltfish and fried dumplings. I can't eat one bowl. I got to go back for 2 or 3.
Two or
3 bowls.
He said he out here in these streets.
Thank you. Alicia said that you just get sick. You ain't gonna. Ew.
That's it, Mama Noiz.
I don't want to talk about what that looks like, but okay.
I do.
No wonder that's your favorite dish.
I can see why it would be popular among the men.
And it's his favorite at breakfast time. So there you have
it. Also, I can see why I'd be popular with the men. I just heard a report that a doctor said there are tremendous benefits. That ackee picture really inspired me to remember this.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Benefits to morning sex. Tremendous benefits.
Don't bring up the old Instagram post, huh?
Alicia said it's not deadly. It's just you just get really sick.
Yeah.
I'm good. I ain't trying to get sick now. Here.
Okay.
For a long time, it wasn't allowed in the United States.
I imagine so. Ain't nobody trying to keel over trying to eat some fruit.
You had to sneak it in.
Well, I like the picture. I may have to next
Nope.
time next time we with Jay, we'll
Oh, Zaria, we'll mute and moderate. Good grief.
what happened?
She got her eyes all bulging out big because he talking about.
Okay, Alicia. Okay, all right.
They will be able to get some over there because they eat it for breakfast.
Wow, I'm going to try it. That looks delicious. I'm going to try it. And that one picture really inspired me. Just FYI.
You're too funny about food, so
I am funny about it, but I would try that because that one picture is inspiring. Listen. Just looking at this picture made me think of a lot of things. I was really
the biggest thing you can do is offend a Jamaican about their culture.
That's true.
About saying what?
Anything about them. They are very prideful people.
They stab too.
And I take great pride in making fun of them, but they are very prideful.
I take great pride in making fun of them. You know,
similar to Puerto Ricans, they stab.
You can't say anything about them.
Yeah.
No, that's supposed to be Latinos across the board.
Jamaicans aren't Latinos.
I'm saying you said Puerto Ricans. I'm saying Latinos across the board are supposed to be the knife carrying.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not gonna let you put that out there.
You just said
there's a fact with Puerto Ricans, but it's not necessarily. I think what you did was this. What I did was speak a fact. You just kind of just threw something.
You just said okay.
You just threw something out there. That's not true.
You know
you
what?
never no Mexican cutting.
God damn, that was racist.
I heard it.
As long as you can.
I heard it. I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we got to give a shout out real quick before we get to any church announcement or anything. Shout out to our sister in fraternal love and sorority love, Erica Nicole Malone, whose movie that she's been taking around the country all year long to festivals every other weekend or every weekend is now on Hulu.
Woo-woo!
The Mahalia Jackson story written by Erica Nicole Malone. It's on Hulu right now, streaming. We just watched it today. Shout out to Erica Nicole. Stars Columbus Short stars Ledisi, the singer Ledisi. But also has Columbus Short in it and Wendy Raquel Robinson from The Game and Keith David, who is in he's the black dad in everything.
Right.
Keith David is the dude from Greenleaf.
Yep.
He played the pastor and the father on Greenleaf.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in it. Who else is in it? That little boy from House Q Musical, Corbin Blue, he's in it.
I'll let you finish first.
I'm done because you ain't gonna keep interrupting.
I'm gonna need you to.
That's what you do, man. That's what you do. Go ahead, interrupt.
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
I complimented rather.
Right.
Columbus Short on how his performance as Dr. Martin Luther King in the movie was powerful.
Very good. Very good.
And he responded with, like all prayer hands just now. So
nice. That's a good news. That's a good look for him because that dude that kind of gotten. I ain't gonna say he got blackballed, but he was on the outside looking in. Who Columbus Short is, cuz? Okay. I don't know how you be lost in the sauce on these things.
Have you seen Scandal? With Kerry Washington?
Yes.
He's the black dude that was in the first season.
The only black dude was one of the gladiators.
Oh, okay.
That was going around recruiting people to be a part of her company.
Yeah. I think I remember him.
That's him.
Yeah,
He plays Martin.
So shout out to the whole entire cast. Just it's amazing accomplishment. And shout out to Soror Erica Nicole. Malone for getting this done. That's not easy to get a movie made in Hollywood.
Well, I am excited because she is my fellow alumni of DuPont Manual High School. And alumni of Western Kentucky University, along with me and my line sister. But you know, she had been writing plays her whole life. You know, she'd always be somewhere where there's a stage and where she has got the script and directing people. So it was in her blood to do that. So to see her take it to the next level and make it to putting something on film was I knew she had been traveling around the world to every film festival that would have her promoting the movie. So to see her to finally get acquired by Hulu is a pretty big deal.
That is a big deal. That is a big deal. So very inspirational too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very inspirational.
I know y'all give me the business. One of the reasons why it's really significant to me is because I know y'all give me the business about when I told you when I first got saved, I thought I'd only be able to listen to Mahalia Jackson.
I tell you what,
Snicker and Jay.
I tell you what, Lettucey can sing, man. God, dog, that woman can sing. She just stands flat-footed and sings that thing. So
although, I thought that, hearing it, made me say, oh my gosh, this is what I got to hear the rest of my Christian life. When I come to Jesus is I'm going to have to listen to Mahalia Jackson, and that's it. I mean, that type of music, those hymns.
But see, you told me that she was your favorite when we went on our date.
I'm saying, no, she is. But I'm saying that type of hymns is all I can listen to. I was like, I was overwhelmed. I was like, man, this is Jesus trying to punish me for the life I lived.
I asked her on the first date. I said, so do you listen to gospel? She said, oh, yeah. I said, I listen to Mahalia Jackson. And you know what I was thinking? She don't listen to no gospel.
That's all I knew. You know what? I don't like the shaming.
Nobody has said Mahalia Jackson in 30 years.
Gospel shaming me. This if it's not you, it's Jay trying to tell me about all these people that whose names are in the hymn book that they probably passed away long years ago.
I don't know if it's shade as much as it is reality check. Like you just don't be knowing gospel like that. But we love you.
I don't know gospel.
You do now. You do now.
Yeah, but it'll be Jay to talk about. No, it's before your time.
Well, wait a minute, Mama Noise. Why? It is before your time.
Well, I'm just saying the stuff when I came in, it's gospel too.
It is, but some of this is before your time. You don't be knowing all of the gospel.
I know, and then you bring up somebody from that you blow the dust off of, and I'm going, who is that? He's the godfather of gospel. I was like, oh man, come on.
Yes, Alicia is Erica Nicole
Malone.
Erica Malone. She was she might have been was Alicia.
Went to YPass.
Yeah. There you go. So there you go. All right. Quickly, a couple of housekeeping announcements real quick. Like we said, we have moved the celebration of did I erase that? Boy, this boy here just be doing some dumb stuff. We have moved the celebration of the anniversary at Mama Noise's Wise Counseling. We have moved it to September 30th. And we got some other announcements that are coming this week, so y'all just be prepared. But it's September 30th, that Friday, September 30th. So y'all just be ready for that. Tomorrow night, we got the 5 with very, very special guest Jamal Lee from Two Grown Ass Man Sports Talks podcast. He's gonna come through for that. Then we got Believe in the ACC on. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Believe in the ACC on Thursday morning, followed by. I tried to play it. Plus, we got now. This is gonna be interesting. This Saturday, I know we got the awards ceremony next Saturday. the Uncorked Wine Awards. You don't want to miss that next Saturday, right after the anniversary. So that's going to be fun. But this Saturday, we got our first ever step show. We having a step show this weekend. So y'all just got to come and see what that's going to be about. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. We having a step show live on the broadcast. Well, not live, but live. Well, yeah, I guess it is live because we'll be live. So live on the broadcast, Uncorked Wine should be a lot of fun. You'll see all the advertising for that going out this week. Okay, there you go. Is that everything, Mama Noise? I think I've talked about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing. Jay, we're doing a Noisemaker of the Year award. How about that? Noisemaker of the Year. And we'll give you more details on how we're going to select that. You don't have to do anything, Noisemakers. I think, goodness gracious, this thing is in my face. You probably sent them in here.
You know what, Lloyd? I said stuff be flying down here.
You know what? I talked it up, and I don't like it.
I talked it up.
You know, you guys can kill those gnats, right?
We've been killing them, but it ain't as many as Mama Noise trying to make it out to be.
You over there clapping your hands like you at a church conference, and then got the nerve to say that I talked up something.
Speaking of church conference, Jay, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to the Juanita Bynum conference that we talked about yesterday? Are you going?
No. You can go to the local Home Depot and buy some traps for the gnats, and you can get rid of the gnats.
Traps?
What do you mean traps?
Yes.
A gnat trap?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The little concoctions they have where the gnat flies in.
Like?
The gnat can't come back out. So if I was you guys, I would stop questioning it and take your ass after this his show. Because I can't.
You go get the gnat traps?
I can't
stand $40.
I can't stand booze.
They don't have no Home Depot here.
They do have they got a Lowe's. That's the same thing.
It ain't the same thing as Home Depot.
All right, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the gnat trap. And we're gonna handle this.
What does it do?
Trap the gnats. What's wrong with you today?
Is it electric? Is it water? I mean, is it a liquid?
We ain't vibing today. Like, yo, you off today.
I'm gonna need you to calm down and just answer.
I'm calm, Mama Noise, but you ain't vibing today. Is what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
You missed the whole thing. It's a gnat trap. It's in the title.
Is it like a big old piece of tape? We are down here in the South, and that's where they catch flies, was with a big old piece of tape.
They actually have all different kinds. But anyway, stop asking all them questions. And after the show, y'all need to go get something because you can't sleep with shit flying in your mouth when you're snoring. I mean, that's not good.
Ain't nothing flying in your mouth. Now, why you asking? Don't let Mama Noise. Mama Noise, stop that. That's not true. Ain't nothing flying in our mouth.
You start looking around with it.
Because I'm nervous now. You done got me shook.
You're looking at me shook.
If it's flying in your face, it's not flying in your face just because it wants to. It's a
but you're assuming that dude could travel that far. That the distance from where I am in the bedroom is quite some distance.
No, it isn't much distance.
It is that much distance for a gnat. A gnat that's like a day's journey.
Mr. Noise.
Mama Noise, you don't understand how this thing works.
Why you ain't listening to Jay? You know he from down there where they at.
That's true. That's a good point. What you made
right
right
there. In Kentucky. Where the hell are you from? What the shit that some people say. Good God.
I know it's rough. It's rough, Jay. It's rough.
You said you down there from the cricket. You from
but you want to sit all your.
I'm down
but
there.
You want to sit all your. But you want to send all your prayers to Mama Noise and her tolerance levels. You heard what she just said.
I don't blame her for not liking them gnats flying in her face. You need to fix that.
Ain't nothing to fix. Ain't nothing to fix.
It is. It's an easy fix too.
It was one gnat. Once I kill that one, the whole problem's over.
No man. Every show you slapping at something.
I can't stand either one of y'all.
You know what, Jay? I appreciate you just calling a spade a spade.
You know what? You appreciate anything. Let's move on. What I here to say? Y'all got on my nerves with that. Have we covered everything? I'm really excited about this stuff. All the stuff we got coming up. The award show, the anniversary, the step show this weekend. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's what we got going. Okay. That
sounds good.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, I'm all minds, heart, thoughts are clear. So Jay, you are not going to the conference.
So let me ask you,
learn how to pray.
It's a serious question. It's ain't no BS. That train outside the house there, what is that thing hauling every single day past the house?
It's not past the house. It's not even close to the house. It's down the roads a ways.
Is it that much product that needs to be shipped through Arkansas every day?
Apparently, Jay. Apparently, the shit got to move. Is what I'm trying to tell you. And so we just and apparently it is decided to move primarily at night. Wow. So I'm immune to it now. I don't even hear it no more.
Lies.
I don't hear it no more, Mama Noise. I'm over it. You don't understand. I ain't know.
I hear it. I don't know why you're bragging like you don't hear it.
I'm over it. I am over it.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, Jay, Juanita Bynum got this conference. You need to go. It's a prayer institute. You can spend 4 weeks in Atlanta, and there's the price right there on the screen, Jay. All you gotta do is pay that woman.
You can start right there. You can start right there. I don't go to church now, and it's free. Why would I pay $1,400 to go to church?
Because she says she can help you get your prayers directly to the throne room. You ain't been praying right and getting the answers you're looking for, and she gonna help you get the answers.
She needs to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Mama Noah said lies earlier. She should have said lies about what Juanita Bynum was selling.
You know, it's funny. Out of all the things we played yesterday when we talked about it, we didn't play that.
Lies.
We should have.
Oh my gosh.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of in case you were thinking about going. Ron is going, sort of. He and Vonda. He said they're gonna go down and hold a competing conference for $400 less.
Now you gonna have them pull up saying you ain't quit lying on them.
That's what he said. Ron said they were gonna go down there and they was gonna provide dinner with theirs. So
they said they're gonna cut the price.
Yeah, I think Ron them actually gonna win when it's all said and done. But I digress. I just want to make Jay aware of it because he wasn't aware of it. So I'm ready to start the show. I mean, we've started, but I'm ready to really get into some stuff. I'm trying to understand what the internet is for. Good God Almighty! That thing almost threw my face.
Jay is the turn all the way around. See,
it normally don't be doing this, man. I don't know what's going on.
Today. Listen to your wife.
You set me up. I think that's you done set me up because it normally I don't have no problems like this. And today
now it's a setup.
I feel like you done set me up somehow. I don't know how. I'm gonna figure it out. But anyway, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to keep going.
Jay, look at this.
I can't stand it.
Hey, look at this.
All day. Y'all leave me alone.
His shoulder like somebody's after him.
I'm not looking over my shoulder. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just doing the show. I was looking at the other screen just now.
Okay.
One of the things you could do right now is have the baby to go get some vinegar, regular vinegar.
We have vinegar that's out there.
And put a couple of drops of liquid detergent, Dawn or whatever you use, Joy if you still buy Joy. A couple of drops of liquid detergent in there.
They still make Joy.
We did that, and they ain't responding to that.
With the the two things in there, and they didn't respond?
They gangster. They go around and look over and they're talking about, yeah, I've seen that trick before.
So do you have some apple cider vinegar?
Yes, that's what we use.
And that didn't work.
No.
I think one of them gave me the middle finger. I'm not 100% sure.
I am positive that's not what happened.
It felt like he gave me the middle finger.
Do you know where the gnats are coming from?
That's what I came from.
It's one or two places. It's either the plants in the house or it's the fruits in the house.
And it's got to be the plants on the porch.
Plants?
It's got to be the plants on the porch.
Okay. So the way you get rid of the bugs with the plants is you boil some eggs and eat your hard-boiled eggs and keep the shells. And you crumble the shells up in the soil there on top. And that'll keep the gnats away.
Oh, good. I got eggs on the stove right now. That's what I'll do.
That is the most country thing I've ever heard in my life. How is that going to work, Jay?
Well, I thought it makes the plants grow. I didn't know that it is some
How
type.
is eggshells going to keep gnats away?
Just do it.
They're going to be crushed under the weight of the eggshells?
Just do it. Trying to help you niggas out. I ain't got no gnats in my house.
You got so many eggshells sitting in strategic places?
One of the things we do in our house, as soon as the fruit come in, the fruit goes to the sink. And all fruit is washed. Because all fruit carry eggs of gnats.
So this is Mama Noise fault then.
No, this problem was an issue before I got here. So I don't know why you're trying to put this on me.
I don't remember. I can't speak for what happened before we got here.
I eat my fruit regularly. I don't let it sit around.
But if it sits there and it hadn't been washed from the grocery
That's right,
store,
Mama Noise.
gnats are going to hatch. And you're going to have gnats.
That's right.
That's a fact now. That's a fact. You have to wash the fruit.
Mama Noise, go in there after the show and wash that fruit thoroughly.
Wash it. I'll wash my banana.
Ron said also if I bury women's drawers in the backyard, well, that feels like something separate.
No way.
That feels like something separate. I'm gonna go ahead and just move on from that. But thank you for that also, Ron. Okay. I'm trying to understand the internet right now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm confused by the internets. Y'all know we talked about the good pastor, the good bishop, who said he did not put his hands on that woman. That's what he said, right? Well, he did put his hands on her, but it was because she was attacking his wife. This is the same bishop that had his jewelry stolen, back in the news. Now there's video of him saying of the attack. So let's look at the video here real quick. There's the woman. Can y'all see the woman?
Yep.
She's standing up there.
He got a packed house.
I guess if you want to call it that.
No packed house. That was like a lunchroom.
They clapping for the Lord. See, they clapping.
All seven of them.
I already said it's like a Bible study.
They're like all women. Now there's the woman. Now where's the one? Where's his wife and child? Oh, they up there. Okay. So now there's the woman. She goes, oh.
Wow.
I don't understand what just happened. What we just watched.
He grabbed her by the throat and drug her outside.
He drug her out now.
He ran her all up out of there.
He said he was protecting his 10-month-old baby.
What nobody gonna bother no baby?
Now, here's
bottom line is moving forward, he needs to leave his kid and his wife at home because he got too much going on.
that's what I said yesterday. I said this church got too much going on, but I'm gonna say this too also. I don't know where all of this came from. Like all of a sudden, this dude is always got something on and is always posting it, and he's always going viral. Like this got 187,000 likes on the Shade Room. I'm trying to understand what is this? What are these videos designed to do? Bring more attention to his church? Because if he's trying to make me go to the church, I got to be honest with you. This ain't making me want to go to that church.
Yeah, that's no.
Well, it would if you was a part of that thug life.
Because he's gangster enough to throw a woman out by the back of her neck.
He's gangster now. He's gangster.
I don't know, man. I it's a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to understand what we're doing out here in these streets. Are we still as people chasing our dreams, or are we trying to chase clout?
Well, he's busy trying to chase clout, fame, and money.
But how does that do that? Like, how does this do that? Because people gonna say, "Oh man, he keeps it real. He keeps it real." Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, technically, he is keeping it real. I mean, if somebody was attacking my wife, I would handle that too. I mean, I don't blame him for that. The problem is he has created the lifestyle. Who else passed the wife getting attacked in the church?
Well, that's what he said. Now, the lady has a different story. I think she's coming a different story. Let's see what she's talking about.
You and I had a conversation prior to today.
No.
That's a woman?
This is
I
the lady.
you,
That's a guy right
or
there.
King Jives, I can answer on his behalf. Asked you to go and visit Bishop Lamore Whitehead's church.
No, you both did not.
Okay, all right. Just want to establish that first. Tell us what happened.
Okay.
The part that we did not see, that was not in the video. Tell us what happened.
Yes, and I want to clear some things up. Number one, this is my first, last, and only video interview on this matter, and I have retained legal counsel. Larry and Jives did not send me over there. I am an author, and I am writing a book. And the purpose of my book is I am using case studies for research. And I've been researching various denominations within our community. And the book is about the impact of charismatic leadership within the African American community. And so with that being said, this particular person became sort of an interest during the incident that happened back in July. And this became one of my case studies. Watching it online, I decided I want to go and actually see and be in the atmosphere to get a better idea of how this ministry runs in person. Another lie that is being told is that I was trespassing. I was not trespassing. As anyone knows who's been in church, when you get to the door, there are ushers. They took my temperature with the portable thermometer on my wrist to check my temperature for COVID precautions, smiled very nicely at me and said, "Okay, let me usher you to your seat." They ushered me to my seat and I sat down. Another lie that I hear within the last few hours is that I apologized. I did not apologize because I was the one that was assaulted. Another lie that I've heard recently is that I charged after his wife. That is a lie. I did not charge after anyone's wife. I came there in peace. The lie that I would charge towards a woman and a baby, I am a mother. I would not do that. This man, who's supposed to be a bishop in the Lord's church, called me up and ushered me up to the front. And once I got up there, I began to speak in my heavenly language. And I don't know what happened, but that's when it went left. I was praying in my heavenly language. And next thing I know, I was being grabbed behind my hair and drug out in the videos that everyone is seeing online. The thing that I want to let everyone know is that there's another narrative going around that I purposely went there to start some type of trouble. I'm not on that type of time. When I was there for the purpose of me receiving content and doing research.
All right, I think we got the gist of what she's saying. Do we need to watch the video again for her perspective from what she just said?
Say that again.
Do we need to watch it again from her perspective?
No.
I think we got it, right?
Right.
So what, man, are we this desperate for likes? And I don't know, man. This is very, it's a lot. I don't know. Y'all thoughts and comments. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
What kind of heavenly language was she talking? To have a man to flip out and start grabbing her by the. Thank you, Alicia. That's what I was gonna say. She was like, why did she start speaking her heavenly language? Coming up to the altar up there where she was, you know, there could be various reasons. Maybe she thought she was going, you know, maybe she thought that was altar call to come up there and pray or whatever at the altar.
Well, whatever she's saying it to him and to the congregation, and they all stand up. And see, I don't know if there's any sound tied to this part of the video.
You know what? Ironically, why does it seem like when his videos go viral, there's no sound?
There's no sound.
The last one was no sound. We were like, did anybody hear? Everybody get on the floor. Please don't touch my congregation. Here, I'll give you the jewels. Don't hurt anybody. All that stuff he said. Why? Because he had no sound.
But here's the bigger question, though, Mama Noise, that I'm struggling with, if I'm being completely transparent here, and I am. How did we find out about this?
Viral.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if this happened at their church and he handled it at their church, how did we find out about it? Why did he go online? Is it on Facebook? Was there another video on Facebook that I'm not aware of? My point is, a lot of the stuff that it feels like, and see, I'm gonna go even further. I'm just this is just me talking to y'all. I find it interesting that Larry Reed, someone who this bishop has been quote unquote beefing with, got, as she said, the first, last, and only interview of this circumstance. My point is, I'm wondering if they both ended together.
Because she did start her conversation with her book.
No. I'm talking about the bishop and Larry Reed. I'm wondering if they concocted all of this together to get likes for themselves. Because they keep going viral with all this nonsense.
Is Larry Reed?
Larry Reed is an internet dude that's been interviewing people for some years now. But I'm wondering if Larry Reed ain't in on the whole thing. Him and the bishop ain't got something concocted together for clout, like Jay said, for clout, fame, and money. And when all is said and done, we're gonna find out that Larry Reed and the girl I mean, Larry Reed and the bishop, they've been in on this thing the whole time.
Well, I thought the logo of the Shade Room on the screen meant that he was on staff with the Shade Room, wanting the exclusive interview.
Who was on staff?
The guy that was interviewing the lady.
That's Larry Reed.
That's what I'm saying. I saw the the Shade Room logo.
Okay, stop. The video at the church came from the security camera footage at the church.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
The Larry Reed interview is separate. The Shade Room somehow got all of that.
Okay.
Now, I wish Al was here because I'd have him research the legalities of being able to obtain security camera footage, private security camera footage. How do you do that?
That's the same way that TMZ gets it.
So the Shade Room paid the church? Is that what you're trying to say?
Listen, the same way they got that video that shows everybody laying on the floor and the criminals coming in asking for the jewelry or whatever. Somebody said, man, we could really get this church popping and make it really, as long as we get this video would have us go viral right quick.
But see, you're not hearing, that's my point, Mama Noise. I feel like I'm being punked because it feels like all these people are in on it. Larry Reed, the bishop, the woman, it feels like they're all in it. Because now guess what I know about? I know she's writing a book. Because Larry Reed's show told me about a bishop I had never heard of prior to this incident. I feel like I'm being punked because all of these people are now known, and I didn't know who these people were prior to any of this. That's my point. That's what I'm saying, Ron. Likes and views equals money and fame, large group of followers, large audience in the church. That's the point I'm making. So it don't feel like it gotta go to what Jay was saying on Saturday night. These folk are trying to do whatever they can do to build their name and to build their church and to build their coffers. Does that make? Am I way out here on this, or I don't know? Jay,
I don't know about that, what you're saying, but I do believe that this is all an effort to get his name out there more and to make himself more and more famous, and that way he can build his church. It may come across as negative publicity initially, but his name is out there, and all of us know of him,
right,
and his church because of the negativity. He can turn that around eventually, but his name is still out there, so he can grow his church. I mean, if Al Green can get grits thrown on him and build a church, then hey, this guy can do it too.
Ron said they're building a brand and not a church.
Well, that's all that is really, a brand as in popularity. So that's all it is.
Is that the name of the game now, though? It feels like that's what people are building. And by people, maybe I'm talking about ourselves as well. We're building a brand in noise media, and we want that brand to be synonymous with good content, with honesty, with I don't know if there's anything wrong with if you're leading with I'm building a brand. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, I guess. But I'm wondering, I guess, the validity of like this whole August Alsina thing with him getting into the fight. We talked about that yesterday. These two guys musically have not been relevant for quite some time. And then all of a sudden they get into a fight and there's video footage of that. And then you see a picture of this guy and he says, Tory Lanez beat me up. But then you see the picture and you go, man, I don't look like you've been fighting nobody. It just look like you just getting ready for Halloween. Here's the picture, Jay. He's saying the guy beat him up.
most people, if something's on your lip, you're gonna wipe it away. He like, no, wait. Get the camera. Let me get that Dracula blood from Halloween.
I guess what I'm trying to get back to is, can you get to your dream today without trying to obtain clout first?
What is clout?
That's a good question too. What does clout look like today? Mama knows we can hear you typing. You know that, right?
Hold on just a
Just saying we can hear you. Clack.
Clout is influence or power, especially in politics or business.
Influence or power. Okay. See,
in business and politics.
You see, I got a different definition over here. Now I pulled it up. Let me get rid of the Juanita Bynum stuff since Jay doesn't want to go, even though he had clear opportunity to. I don't know why he's fighting it.
I don't go to the church for free. Why would I pay?
Because you're gonna learn how to pray, Jay. Okay. A clout or clout chaser is the person who tries to feed off others' popularity to benefit themselves.
All right. Makes sense.
It's not a bad definition. Feed off other people's popularity to benefit themselves. I like this one.
Preachers do that all the time.
Oh Lord. Explain that. As Unc would say, unpack that a little bit.
That's right. I ain't heard that long.
Unpack that a little bit. What you mean by that?
The pastor in the church is going to be associates with and friends with the most popular people in the church.
Wait a minute.
The wealthiest, the biggest givers. And if you think about the preachers that we know, preachers hanging out with movie stars and rich people now, singers. That happens more than you can shake a stick at now. They're not necessarily Christians, but they have money and clout. And that boosts the preacher's popularity. Even if the person is not a Christian, it doesn't matter. It will boost that preacher's popularity.
Can you achieve your dream in today's society without clout?
Depends on what your dream is.
Well,
if it's fame and fortune,
you can own a restaurant.
If it's fame and fortune, you can't. Even your restaurant, if you want fame and fortune, you're going to have some famous people come there and take some pictures of them eating in your restaurant. That's why when you go to certain restaurants, I've been to them all over the country, they have every famous star that's ever eaten in that restaurant up on the wall.
Ron said, yes, you can.
That you can achieve your dream without clout?
Not if it's fame and fortune.
So your restaurant can't financially be successful without clout?
Eventually, you have to have, it can be financially successful, don't misunderstand me, but eventually you have to have somebody, whether it's the mayor to come by, whether you have to have somebody of some standing to come by and And what's the word I'm looking for? And
Validate.
Validate, but it was another word. Validate that your restaurant is good.
Well, we had a guy on this show. I guess it was about a year ago during the pandemic. We had a guy who had a restaurant, La Meglia, I believe, if I'm saying it correctly.
Right.
And he had some incredible wings, and he would fly water in from Brooklyn because something about the water up there, you could make his pizza better, something like that. But when he came on the show, he just kept saying, and when you go in the restaurant, reminding us that it was Penny Hardaway's favorite pizza spot whenever he came into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I'm going, okay, I know that we saw it on there, but then he's like, and then when Penny Hardaway came back, he brought his, the whole team that came here that he's coaching or whatever, they all came and they were all, so we gave them pizza and it was like, okay.
But
so,
that only means something to me if I like Penny Hardaway.
So, I mean, exactly. So I'm going, okay, so.
Like if I don't like Penny Hardaway, I'm like, so. But I get it because this definition says something similar. That's a person who strategically associates themselves with the success of a popular person to gain fame and attention. So I understand what you're saying, Mama Noise. The name dropping, the constant name dropping.
Oh my God!
It's supposed to be a validation of success, and maybe it is.
It's kind of annoying.
Are we a clout-driven society?
Everybody wants to be validated.
Are we a society that refuses to believe in the validity of a thing or a product or a person unless they have some measure of celebrity or a successful person tied to that thing? Is that where we are?
I believe everybody wants to be validated.
Well, but you don't have to be validated by celebrity, do you? Like
what? Wait a minute, Spence.
I'm asking. I don't know. I'm asking.
I'm giving you a response.
That's why we're having this conversation.
I'm saying that, I mean, like, okay, there are certain people we know that are celebrities, but the whole conversation they're talking about is, I was, hanging out on vacation with, and then I was, I went out to then I was watching the Cowboys game in the suite with, You know what I'm saying? And then XYZ, they're going from person to person trying to let you know, I need you to know that I'm somebody.
I don't disagree with what Ron said, that most small businesses began with clout. I would agree with that. I would say most businesses, period, began with clout, without clout. But clout accelerates the dream.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. For me, the guy with the La Meglia restaurant, I agree with Chad. It is good food. But the reason why I felt like it was something that was noise worthy here at Noise Media was because of what he had been doing for the community and how he gives more than, I've never seen anything like it, where he just kept making, his employees were making food and stuff to give away. And there's even a sign on the front door saying, if you don't have the money, or whatever, trying to help.
But Mama Noise, that's what we value here. That may not be what others value. And maybe others value, I think clout unlocks based on the value of what people think, or what people think is valuable in that thing or that activity. So if you are a person that values not customer service, what is the word I'm looking for, Mama? No, well, you just said it. He's giving food away. Community service. Then that is clout worthy to me. But if I need to know that Penny Hardaway came, or the Dallas Cowboys came, or Jerry Jones thinks it's the best pizza, or whatever, then that's what brings value to the product for others. And I think that's the tricky part about this, because I don't know, man. How much of this is, I don't know how to say this, but I don't know any other way to say it but saying it. How much of this is prostituting yourself for success, or compromising? And maybe none of it is. Maybe you don't. If it's an unsolicited recommendation, maybe that's just a blessing that just came your way. Like if Jared Jones left that restaurant and said, "Man, this is the best pizza I've ever had," and I'm gonna tweet this out, or Kevin Hart, who has umpteen million followers, 100 million. I don't know how many followers Kevin Hart has on Instagram, but if he tweets it out or Instagrams it out, and tells everybody that it's just the best thing he's ever had in his life, 153 million followers, right? So if he Instagrams that out and says, "My God, that's the greatest whatever I've ever had," and it's unsolicited, that's not you chasing clout. That's him just doing you a solid, right? And that's okay.
Yeah, but they all want it. They all. It's not, as generally speaking, as accidental as it appears.
Facts.
They're all looking for that famous endorsement. That was the word I was earlier. Endorsement. If someone comes by, the mayor comes by, a famous person comes by, they're basically endorsing your product, and that's priceless. Listen, those beats, those ear things.
What? Yeah, Beats by Dre. Yes,
right.
Initially, they were Beats by Dre.
Right. To me, I might be wrong, but to me, those are the biggest pieces of shit I've ever bought. But because his name was backing it,
right?
They became extremely popular, and because you saw players on the football field wearing them while they're warming up, became extremely popular. I've owned about 2 or 3 pair, and they were pieces of shit.
I can't argue with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't argue with them because I bought a pair and I was wildly disappointed. I was like, this don't sound no better than some of the ones I bought for $20 at Walmart.
Okay, I love business. I love the area of business. Just certain things, it's my thing. It's my bag. And the fact that first, it's sort of like the NFL when the players they didn't want them to have their hair braided. They didn't want them, in certain types of athletic gear or whatever. They wanted them all in suits and stuff. So I'm saying that to say the black players used to have headphones on, listening to, whatever hype music or whatever. And so if I'm correct, I believe I think it was Beats by Dre that jumped on that first. And then they start saying, well, we don't even want them to have headphones on because all the other headphone companies that could have jumped on it didn't jump on it, but Beats jumped on it first. And then all of a sudden it was, no, we can't allow headphones on the sides, you know, on the side of the sidelines and stuff like that, because it's you know, we're advertising Beats by Dre instead of, you know, all them other types of headphones.
Well, no, they all got the headphones now.
I mean, they got rid of the rule, but I'm saying it was a rule in place saying that you couldn't do that, and they were really trying to kick rocks about the fact that, you know, what they wanted to say was all these black players going around with headphones with Beats by Dre, because I'm sure they gave them free to, you know, plenty of the athletes and stuff, knowing that they were gonna.
I guess I'm trying to understand where you're going with this.
They set the trend. I'm saying, like, to Jay's point, it's no different than Michael Jordan. A Jordan shoe made these kids think they could play like Jordan. I want to be like Mike because I got a shoe with some wings, you know, Air Jordan on the side of my shoe. You thinking that's what it's going to happen, because that's why you buy the shoe, for the clout.
Oh, okay. I was so lost just now. No, I was lost, Mama Noise. I was really lost.
Okay. But
I'm here with you now. So you took it a whole different direction than I was talking about. But that's fine. No, it's fine, because you're talking about the clout that the product itself produces, as opposed to, I was coming from the other angle of, you can't be successful with the product without some measure of clout, a cosign in today's society. It's almost like you have to have somebody to co-sign. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like I am. Like, you almost have to have somebody to validate what you've done in order for other people to take what you've done seriously. And until you get that stamp of approval by somebody to say this person is legit, you can't really crack the code. And so it's almost like
it makes it easier if somebody else does that for you with clout.
And it doesn't have to be Kevin Hart level clout. It could be just somebody that knows somebody. If they could make a phone call on your behalf and say, hey, I know this person, they're legit, give them a chance. And then that opens up the door. But you're right, Mama Noise, that the product then by seeing those NFL players walk to the locker room with the Beats by Dre on, or whatever the headphone is, it does validate the product in the minds of others and make people want the product. But so again, it goes back to what we just said. We live in a clout-driven society where now clout is becoming the fuel for the dream. Like, you can't, going back to what Jay said, if your dream is fame and fortune, which for a lot of people it is, I would say most people it is, then you are going to need the fuel of clout to get to that dream. I don't know how you get there without it. Which brings us to this next part. Is that the reason why so many people are willing to do whatever on the internet now? Because they know that it leads to fame and fortune. If I gotta fall down in an awkward, when it first came out, the first 4 or 5 years it was out, man, I used to think America's Funniest Home Videos was hilarious. I used to think it was hilarious. I'd be like, man, this is cool. People catching people at weird times on videos, and somebody fall down, or a baby say something funny, or whatever the case may be, because it felt like it was all authentic. Now, nah. Rarely do they get an authentic video. Now everything is contrived. Everything is. Know that. Oh yeah. Those videos ain't real, Mama.
I really thought that America's Funniest Videos was actually stuff that actually happened. I didn't know it was
Not anymore. It used to be. It used to be when it first started, but not now. And guess what? They had to come. They had to, because I think they went through a phase where they were trying to keep it authentic. They were trying to keep it real, but they had to acquiesce, because what are you gonna do? Not take the videos that are funny that people made, and it's not real. It's not a real accident, or it's not a real collision, or it's not a real. You gotta take everything and just let the people decide.
But in my mind, it is nothing but TikTok.
But TikTok is the same way, Mama Noise. Them videos ain't all real on TikTok.
But it's what's even worse now is the fact that our attention span is so bad. Our attention span as a people, the human race attention span is so bad now. That even when I looked up the news on my Facebook page, there's a icon at the top where you click for news. It will tell you how many minutes it's going to take for you to read it. So they're like, look, Kenyatta, I want you to read about what's here. So it's only going to take you 3 minutes. Can you give me 3 minutes? Can you give me 3 minutes? It's like, oh, okay, I can give you 3 minutes. I can look it up. I can read this article for 3 minutes. Now you can read this article on, like you said, Tory Lane and August, what's his name? Augustina.
Let's move on, Mama.
But I'm saying to both of them, if I'm reading this article and it's telling me it's going to take me 15 minutes, I'm saying I'm not ready to give Tory and August 15 minutes of my time.
I got you. I guess what I'm saying is it just appears to me that if you have a dream of success today, I just don't think you can get it done without Clout today. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I'm not sure society will let you do it. And it goes back to what you were talking about Saturday, Jay. I don't know how you build a church without Clout today. How do you do it?
One of the things that preachers do, I'm oftentimes talking about preachers because I know them well.
Right.
One of the things that preachers do is for their revivals, whether it be fall revival like we used to have, spring revival, they invite in. They want to invite in the biggest name preacher they can get, the most popular preacher they can get, because that actually brings them clout.
Right.
And preachers brag about, I know this for a fact now, I only bring the best to you at so-and-so and so-and-so's church, because I know you deserve the best. It's all about clout. It's all about who you are able to say you're able to get to preach in your pulpit.
Well, listen, I know you're telling the truth, because our former bishop had a conference that he was running every year, and he thought that he was going to shock the city of Dallas by bringing in the hottest preacher in the game 25, 30 years ago, this young preacher who was tearing TBN up, named he was from West Virginia, named Bishop T.D. Jakes. And I'm gonna bring him in and let him preach, and I'm gonna tear up the city, because y'all ain't never heard nobody like T.D. Jakes. He brought him in to preach, and that thing backfired on him. Because then when Bishop moved to Dallas, he took a bunch of his members with him.
Well, that's not how it's supposed to happen, but yeah.
That's not how it's supposed to happen, but listen, Clout is only as big and good as the person that if you better hope and pray that the person that's giving you the stamp ain't bigger than you, or they don't want your spot.
It's okay if they're bigger than you, as long as they're not in your city. I mean, imagine you having a church and you were able to get, let's just say, I understand the issue with it, but let's just say you was able to get Eddie Long to come preach in your pulpit. or a TD Jakes to come preach in your pulpit. Your church has been elevated, man. Your church has been elevated big time.
Ironically, this same bishop brought Eddie Long to the church.
We did.
Yeah.
And Creflo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work for him, though.
Everybody, I'm going to tell you something. Just like you said with, do you know Cheryl Brady? Pastor Cheryl Brady of North Dallas. Okay. North Dallas Potter's House. So she came to the same church we're talking about, because this is not, we're not talking about the Potter's House. She came to a different church that we were associated with. And so she came on at one of the conferences, and I'm telling you, she brought the house down. And she brought the house down, and word got around. Just, how much of a powerful preacher she was. Next thing you know, now her church ain't even in the Fort Worth area. Her church is way over on the other side of the East Coast. All of a sudden, she done resigned from her position on the East Coast. Picked up her husband, the bishop, and her kids, and roll off to the Dallas-Fort Worth area to become a pastor at the Potter's House. And then later on to become the senior pastor out at North Dallas Potter's House. You like, wow, how did that happen? I remember seeing it on YouTube. I was there at the service that she was in. But I'm saying that nobody was expecting.
There's the definition right there. Yeah, that's how it happened. That's how it happened.
Nobody was expecting this woman preacher to preach like that and then just leave.
No, you weren't expecting it. She knew exactly what she was doing.
It wasn't an accident.
I didn't think that it was on purpose.
Come on, Kieta. That's how the game is played today.
Oh, well, I guess I'm out of the loop.
That's how the game is played today. She saw that wasn't just a sermon. That was a job interview.
Right.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
Right.
And I'm telling you, that's kind of what some of this is. Some of the path to success is as simple as getting the right person to see what you did, and they be able to benefit the same way you benefit.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back, God rest his soul, but if you go back and listen to the testimony of the former TBN founder that passed, what was his name?
Crouch.
He said he just happened to be in his kitchen one night and was listening to Carlton Pearson's Azusa conference, and that's how he saw TD Jakes preaching about something that touched him in his heart. And he was the one that brought him on TBN and gave him a platform and blah, 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 and the rest is history. But that's what I'm saying. Somebody has to stamp you today.
Wow.
Somebody has to stamp you today. And I understand what Ron is saying, and I don't disagree that people were building dreams and getting fame and fortune before social media came out. But I wonder, even in that statement that you made, Ron, was people privately stamping them then too? Maybe the only difference between what's happening now and what's happening then was that we never saw the stamp of approval. But now we see the stamp of approval. We see somebody like a tweet, or we see somebody go viral eating the food or whatever it is. That's what a celebrity endorsement is, y'all. A celebrity endorsement is that celebrity saying, I am popular celebrity A, and I think this product B is good, and you would like it, and you should try it. Now, why we should care whether that celebrity likes it or not, I don't know, but we do. A lot of us do. We care what Kevin Hart thinks. We care what The Rock thinks. We care what Halle Berry thinks. And listen, You put Halle Berry in a makeup commercial, and women say, "I'm gonna buy that," or Kim Kardashian.
Nope.
In a commercial, and people say, "I'm gonna buy that because Kim Kardashian. If it makes Kim Kardashian look beautiful or Kylie Jenner look beautiful, I'm gonna buy that product. Surely I can fulfill my dream of beauty by aligning myself to what she says is beautiful."
That's gonna be a no for me, Alex.
You say that, Mama Noy, but it's the reality.
No, I'm saying that if you'd have said somebody else, I guess.
Mama Noy. But okay, then take out their name and put another celebrity in there. The bottom line is we follow, a lot of us will follow the endorsement of someone else and validate the product based on that endorsement. And by the way, I don't know if I have a problem with that. I don't know if I have a problem with it. I'm just trying to understand, is there a way to go after your dream without the validation? Because it doesn't feel like there is.
Look,
anymore.
Is the biggest dream maker and the biggest product pusher and the biggest influencer in history. It's Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. They call it the Oprah effect. Matter of fact, our good friend Gay Hendricks owes part of his success to the Oprah effect.
I never seen anything like it. There's a whole documentary of businesses that have said all she did was say one thing about their business and how all of them skyrocketed to fame, or at least they became millionaires overnight because she mentioned
Iyanla Vanzant has not fixed one life since she started fixing lives. But because Oprah says she can fix a life, everybody thinks she can fix a life.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You almost can't get forward without the stamp.
But now listen, here's a different perspective. In the Bible, in Luke chapter 2, verse 52.
Come on, preacher. You gotta go chapter and verse.
The Bible says that Jesus increased it with favor with God and man. So favor is something, to me, it sounds like clout. It sounds like influence.
Is favor clout?
If not clout, then it is influence. It is the power of influence.
Okay, so what's the difference? Jay, what's the difference in favor and clout? Mama Noise has entered a new definition into the conversation.
Favor doesn't have to have someone else to endorse or to validate. Favor oftentimes is unexplainable.
Yeah. Like I like favor, that guy. I just don't know why.
Favor is something you really can't point to an individual as the reason why it happened. Clout is all about a person. Favor is about the stars lining up, celestial, unexplained windfall, benefits. That's favor.
So it's the true viral video that we can explain or attribute to an individual. Here's a terrible example I'm about to give you, but it's a great example. So it's that stripper girl that Zola, was her name Zola? 2 years ago that she told her story on Twitter, and then they turned it into a movie. Is it Zola?
Oh yeah, I remember you was really into that. I think you went and looked it up and did the research and found out.
I want to say her name is Zola. But it was all everybody in the country was fascinated. Zola, that's her name. Everybody was fascinated by her story because she told it all on Twitter. And then somebody took the Twitter notes and turned it into an actual movie. And now it's a movie that's out and almost won an Oscar.
That's right.
And there's no, you can't attribute, some celebrities did retweet it, but there's no one person that's attributed to the success of what she did. You can argue that that was God's favor. I know some people would say, "No, ain't no prostitute story, God's favor," but she's a rich woman because of it.
Well, because with Clout, there aren't really any accidents. There are people are always courting and trying to get celebrities to endorse them. So when that happens, that's not favor. You've done your work to try to get this thing going the way that you wanted it to go. That's not favor.
Right.
Favor is I've done my work. I haven't sought out endorsements. I've just had my head down, grinding daily. And somehow, some way, somebody gets wind of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's favor.
Should you seek clout or should you seek favor, or does it matter? Ooh, that's a question right there.
Favor, you don't really owe anybody anything. Clout.
Come on, sit here.
Requires you to some kind of way pay somebody back.
Is that a bad thing?
No.
Well, it's not if you have it built into your business plan that I'm gonna cut you 10%, I'm gonna cut you 20%. If that's a part of your business plan, then that's fine. But if what if I don't want to share that? I mean, you have a whole TV show that's all about clout, and that's the Shark Tank. Those sharks endorse. Those sharks endorse those people. That's clout.
That's clout.
Right.
It's not favor. It's not favor.
That's right.
Right. So it doesn't really matter. It's just you choosing the path as to which one you want to walk.
Right.
Are you going to walk the path of clout or the path of favor?
Correct.
Favor now favor may or may not take longer.
Correct. Clout may or may not work.
Clout may or may not work.
A lot of folks have been kissing Oprah's ass a long time and still haven't gotten that call from her.
It ain't helped them not one bit.
Nope.
Then I will say that I know you mentioned Gay Hendricks, but I will say his whole crossing paths with Oprah was favor, because somebody just happened to know a woman who works in her circle, and they were saying, "What book is that you're reading?" So I got this book that I'm reading by Gay Hendricks. So who's he? And let me tell you about this book. Okay, she told him about the book. She loved the book. Oprah said, "What book are you reading?" And that was back during her book club stint. But the thing is that he's been writing books for many years.
Right.
So it wasn't like he just happened to have, that he's been sending her a book every year, hoping that she'll pick up one of his books. It just was like Jay said, it's unexplained.
So you believe that was favor?
I absolutely believe it was favor.
That is favor. He didn't seek her out.
It was like, wow. They got a call and said, Oprah's interested in using your book for a book club. And they're like, okay.
So which would you personally rather have? Favor, clout, or does it matter?
I think when Jay put it in the words of, I don't owe anybody when it's favor. It's God. That I'm gonna just add that part. It's God that gives the favor. That's what the word was saying. It was like Jesus increased in favor, increased in favor with God and man. I want favor from God, and man can just be a bonus, but I want favor from him because at least man can't claim that he did it. Whereas with Clout, they'll be saying, first thing people say is, if it wasn't for me.
Well, but Mama Noise, the reality is all of our favor and our clout comes from people.
Because you better believe Oprah claims that it was her that accelerated Gay Hendricks' growth.
Sure.
You can call it favor if you want to, but I bet that ain't what she called it.
But he doesn't owe her anything because he didn't seek her out.
Zari asked, so why do we use the phrase favor with God and favor with man when we pray?
Favor of God and favor of man?
She said, why do we use the phrase, Lord, give me favor with God, with you, and favor with man?
Because on this earth, you do need man. There's just no way.
I do believe the blessings come through people.
Absolutely. There's no way around it.
In fact, the Bible says that. Pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosom. So I think it's coming through people.
Right. But the favor is when people can't even explain why they're doing what they're doing for you.
Right.
It's just about you. We've all met people like that. Right. We've all met people like that. They can't even explain it. Yeah, they might even think it's stupid to do it, but they're still doing it for you.
They're still doing it. I want to ask this question. Should you this is a weird way to ask the question, but I'm gonna ask it this way. Should you force the hand of favor or force the hand of clout? What I mean by that is, should you put yourself in position so that favor and clout can come, or clout can come?
Put yourself in position.
Or is it just enough to do the work and wait for something to break?
Yeah. Well, it's really based.
Everybody wants success, cuz everybody wants success, Mama Noise. Everybody wants success. Nobody wants to be unsuccessful in what they do.
Yeah, but it's really based on your personality as to how you pursue that. Some people don't believe they need other people, and they're just going to do the work. And then it takes somebody to walk into their establishment one day and say, wow, you have an amazing product here. You need help. But that person wouldn't have never sought out help, wouldn't have ever sought out clout. But the reality is we all need people. So it's really based on your personality. Some people are constantly scheming and conniving and positioning themselves to be seen and heard by famous people.
Because to some degree, isn't that what social media is? The scheming of scheming towards society to see me, to love me, to want me, to desire what I do.
It's scheming because it's not real.
What do you mean it's not real? What do you mean?
Social media, that which we see on social media, that which people put out there as their truth, not all.
Wow.
It's only half the story.
We were supposed to be putting half truths. I didn't know that. I thought you're supposed to put down. I put down my actual thought. I don't say, you know what would be real cool?
That's why we've said this podcast here is so different than other ones, because we tell the whole truth.
Okay.
Not everybody does that, because the truth leaves you vulnerable.
Very.
Okay.
Very. This is a fascinating conversation to me, because a lot of people are working very hard daily to get people to buy into their presented truth, if I can say it that way. So when they do, and the likes and the views go up, is that a result of clout chasing, or is that a result of favor?
Is it a result?
If you did the work, if you put the work in to get that attention, that's not favor. That's not favor. You did the work. That's why I believe blessings from God, which is where blessings come from. It's not really something you can brag about. You can talk about your blessings in order to be a blessing to somebody else, but you can't put I in front of your blessings. I did this, I did this, I got this, I got that.
Even if you did the work, so to speak.
You can't do that with blessings, because the blessings aren't about you. With Clout, when I believe that I've done all the work, then I get to take all the credit. I can't give God any credit in my life if I did all the work.
It doesn't cease to be understanding favor when you say, I did the work and I am responsible for the results. Is that what I'm hearing you saying?
Nobody got me here.
I created the work and the results.
Nobody got me here but me. It was
But
me.
Got you. Okay. I got you.
And some people have that mentality.
Yeah. Which is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Which is dangerous, because
I believe eventually you will fall with that mentality.
Yeah.
It was my intelligence. It was my determination. It was my will. It was my.
Wow.
We push God out when we do that. We push out blessings when we do that.
You push him out.
Yeah. And it's easy to do that. It's easy to take all the credit for your success.
So the danger is you are trying to walk in. Okay, so man, this thing is tricky. This is really good. The danger is, or the trick is, to try to accomplish or to be successful and make sure that your success stays aligned with your divine purpose, but not leave the divine part.
There you go.
But it's okay to do the work and seek endorsement from others, or is it? I guess that's the part. I mean, that it makes it tricky. Does it make you less spiritual if you seek endorsement from others?
No, it doesn't make you less spiritual. But who are you going to give the credit to? That person that endorsed you, or are you going to reword that thing to where you say, God bless me with an endorsement from so and so and so? We have to be careful giving all the credit to ourselves and are giving all the credit to man. We have to leave room for divine intervention in our lives, and to give credit where that credit is due.
Good question, Anthony Bruce. So did God get Hugh Hefner where he was, or did he do it himself?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe, I don't know Hugh's whole story, but I believe Hugh got himself where he wanted to get himself.
That was all Hugh.
That was all Hugh.
I don't know about that.
Now we have to be very careful believing that all of our blessings are on this side. You can die a rich, very, very successful person. That doesn't mean all your blessings are on this side. All your blessings may have been on this side.
Right. So I'm Instagram model A, and I've put on this thong, and I've shown you these curves, and I went from no likes and no follows to 1 million likes and 500,000 followers.
If I show you my thongs, is that a sin? Is that wrong? Is that against God?
So I would call that clout chasing, not necessarily looking for favor.
Is it a
But
sin?
now I'm going to get to it. But now I'm able to feed my family. I'm able to feed my kids. I'm able to, because I wasn't making no money before. In fact, I was on welfare. And somebody said, if you just go on and put this thong on, in the pandemic, you can go on. You ain't got to go OnlyFans, but you can at least put your thong on and show the back of your booty from different angles. And you'll make a little money while you're in this pandemic. And now I'm able to pay. I paid up my apartment for the year. I got money for a house, down payment for a house. I got my kids eating right, living right. I'm doing much, much better than I was prior to the pandemic.
But we have to be careful being willing to do what.
And I'm going to give God credit for it.
Yeah, but we have to be being willing to do what other folks do for success. Be very careful with that.
What does that mean?
Just because other folks are willing to do it, as Christians, should we do it? We ought to be a peculiar people, a little different. Just because I can do it doesn't mean that I should do it. And then you have to live with the reality. The consequences are the reality that you did what you did, even though you knew better.
Do I care that I have to live with those consequences if my circumstances prior to that were so bad that I didn't know how I was going to make it?
The most important thing in the world for rich folks, poor folks, black folks, white folks, Choctaw folks, and Chickasaws, most important thing in the world is peace.
Well, listen, if I'm not on my knuckles and they're not knocking on my door about to throw me out, I got some peace.
It is the most important thing in the world. Money is not your answer. Peace is the most important thing in the world.
But doesn't the Bible say money answers all things?
Listen, you can get the money. You can get the money. And if you're not at peace with self, you're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it. You're going to blow it. You're going to mess up. Because you're not at peace with self. Now, if you don't have a moral fiber in your body, then you can go out there and do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you have moral values, it'll eat you alive.
So where have I crossed the line? Okay, what if I don't take what if I don't put in a thong? What if I just wear? No, Mama Noise, this is real. We having a real conversation right here now, Mama Noise, for real. Because some girls say, okay, but I ain't in a thong, but I'm just wearing tight dresses, but I'm covered up, but I'm still getting these likes and these follows. How's that any different than any other model that's out there? I'm an Instagram model.
These dresses are getting more and more skimpier and skimpier and tighter and
but
tighter.
It's not. My dress is not skimpy. It's just it's tighter than maybe you might be comfortable with, but it ain't skimpy.
Well, is a tight dress wrong? Is it worse than tight jeans? You showing me all your camel toe.
What if I'm not showing it? I ain't going that far, Jay. That's not what I'm saying. You're going too far. I'm saying I'm it's tight.
Tight jeans are a normal thing. Hello.
I'm saying, but this is what I'm doing right here. I'm tight with it.
But that's no different than tight jeans, Mr. Noise.
I'm not naked. It's just tight.
Go back up to them jeans. Go back down.
Right here.
You just can't. She a little bit thicker than the. She's thicker.
But from the bottom she's covered. The top ain't not so much.
No, I'm saying them jeans is all up her kitty cat too.
Oh my gosh.
They are. No, they are. Mama, now come on now. We having a good conversation now. Don't change it now. And I'll bring equality to it. Now, you know what's interesting? They ain't got the brothers in there looking like that. Look at this. How about that?
How about what?
The brothers ain't wearing no tight nothing.
I'm grateful for that.
You see these guys? Which one got on something tight?
Well, that's only because they didn't select Dwayne Wade.
Well, this nigga got on some skinny jeans.
I was going to say he has some skinny jeans.
This is just real tight, but
if you had Dwayne Wade on there or that other fella, what was that quarterback that wore all the weird?
Cam Newton.
There you go.
Nope. No, we're not gonna show him because
Well, not Mama. No, we're trying to have a conversation here, Mama.
Yeah, but it's gonna take you down a slippery slope.
Yeah, that's probably true. Those is tennis shoes. Okay, that's his tennis shoes. Let's see here. Dwayne got some nice. Well, I don't know what this is. Oh, here you go. With his boo.
What the?
Y'all sure that train is not transportation for people trying to get from one town to the next?
No, it's not transportation. It's definitely not transportation.
Hell, you got that many trains coming through one neighborhood.
They trying to drop some stuff off. they just ain't decided what they dropping off yet.
Oh my gosh.
Was that what's her name right there? What's her name?
That's Gabrielle.
Okay, go back one click. Go down one. Is that Gabrielle? Go down. Well, no, that's right. Is that Gabrielle right there too?
Which one?
Right there.
Right there?
In the bathing suit, man. I don't care nothing about that one.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. You better be. That's his wife.
Stay focused. Go there.
I'm focused.
No, you ain't. Shit.
You focused too.
Go back up one more time. Go back up. I gotta guide you. Go on up. Go on up. Keep going. Is that Gabrielle right there too? To the left.
Right here?
Yeah.
That's Gabrielle. I feel like you're distracted at this point and you've lost the entire meaning.
He act like
the entire meaning of the show has just left you.
I just wanted to see what you're working with. That's all.
That's exactly right. That ain't what we were talking about.
If she wasn't to show it, I wanted to look.
Ron said, if you need money to pay bills and pay taxes, I'm at peace when not struggling and stressed out. And that's what some of these folk are now. These Instagram models and they done took the financial stress out of their life.
That's not totally true. Just because you're able to pay your bills doesn't mean you're at peace. That's not true.
Financial peace?
It helps.
Well, no. Listen.
Financial peace helps.
You're happy. But peace is something different. It depends on what you're doing to make that money. There are plenty of people that know what they're doing to make that money. It's only a matter of time before London bridges come falling down. They're not at peace. So money in and of itself is not the answer. Now, if you're doing your shit legally and you got all your ducks in a row, and you paying your taxes on time, and you run is right. You're doing all the things right.
But that's the point that I'm talking about, though. These people are making the money legally. They're not. It's not illegal money that they're doing. They're doing it according to the rules that have been provided on social media.
And that gives you security. Security can give you peace of mind, but not peace of heart.
What?
Security can give you peace of mind, but not peace of heart.
So you're saying if they had a choice, they wouldn't do it this way?
No, I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm just saying you have to be.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what you're saying. You're saying in my heart, I know I'm wrong, but in my mind, I did what I had to do. Right?
In my heart, I know I was wrong, but in my mind,
right. In my heart, I knew I was wrong, but in my mind, I did what I had to do.
In my mind, I justified it because I felt that there was no other way. But you knew you were wrong, but you justified it. That's not true peace. That's not true peace.
But how do we know that they haven't reconciled all of it?
Well, you reconcile it in order to do it. You do reconcile it in order to do it. But deep down within, you know what you've done. Nobody else knows, but you know what you've done. Listen. The truth of the matter is, Orange president. Listen, he's such a fighter. An aggressive attacker. He called it a counter puncher and all that, because he knows what he's done was not right. But he justified everything in his mind.
Yeah.
But he's never been at peace about it.
He knows he's taking advantage of the situation.
That's why he's constantly fighting. That's why he's in the situation he's in. We have to be careful giving peace, saying that we're at peace simply because we have money or we're able to pay our bills. That provides security. Security is important, but it doesn't necessarily grant you peace.
This is a fascinating conversation because you can chase clout and grab security, though it may not lead you to peace, but it could lead you to success.
You just said it all. You just said it all right there.
So then you have to ask yourself, though I had to make concessions for the success, can I be at peace with what I've gained? Because that's where we are societally. That is where we are. That is the rubber meeting the road. I have used social media to do this thing and create this following. This is what I am now known for. But am I going to be at peace because people won't know the totality of who I am? They know me for this thing that I have done.
Well, see, that's the reality. Most people don't know the difference between security and peace. They think security grants you peace. It's not necessarily the truth. There's a difference.
Ron said shaking cash is not illegal. It's a job. So why would you
most people are constantly chasing the bag because they're chasing security. They don't want to be broke. They don't want to be homeless. They don't want their kids to do without. So they would do whatever they can for security. That doesn't grant you peace, though.
There's a tricky statement you just made there, sir.
Mama Noise, you said, what? Are you halfway there? You got to go a little bit further.
Halfway there to what?
To what he's saying.
You know what?
Because that's a tricky statement he just made, Mama Noise, that the security will not grab you or lead you to peace.
No, not in and of itself. It does not.
It won't lead you, but You sure appreciate the peace.
Because most women want security.
Most women want
Facts.
security. Right.
Most women want security above really all.
Well, when a woman comes to a man and he says, "I'll take care of you," you thinking, "Are you sure?" Because I've had. Yes, Jay, go ahead.
Go on, Mama Noel. I'm just getting ready. I'm getting ready.
I'm just saying, you say, I'm gonna take care of you, not just take care of you at this moment, but I'm gonna take care of you for the rest of your life. And then you like, you sure? Because I've been trying to do all this all myself. I got you. And you like, okay, that's something you can't just get people. You just can't get a man that will step up and say that type of thing to a woman just haphazardly.
Is that haphazard to say that security doesn't bring peace?
Huh?
Is that haphazard? Is that what you're saying, Mama Noise?
Listen.
Wow. That's man, y'all on it tonight.
This
is a heavy conversation.
Listen, our black women are the most educated now. They're educating themselves at twice the rate or 3 times the rate as our black men. They are starting more businesses than ever before. They are climbing corporate ladders and in politics at a greater rate than ever before. They're doing all of this primarily for security.
Right.
They don't ever want to have to guess how they're going to feed their kids and guess if they're going to be sleeping in a car at night or guess if they're not able to provide for themselves or their children. They do it for security. But it's not peace. I guarantee you, most of our black women are not at peace with what they're having to do for security to take care of their family. They're not happy internally.
Woo, man.
When you said that, you made me think of the movie Soul Food, where Big Mama was like, the daughters was like, we need to tell Daddy so-and-so. And she said, no, we got it. We need to make sure his pride is intact. So if she had to work an extra shift babysitting,
I'm gonna use your example. In that same movie, remember, she went and sought Clout from her ex-boyfriend who worked at the same company that her husband worked at, and said, if I get favored with him, that'll get my husband the promotion that he needs on his job for us to make it. Because she wanted security financially for their family and confidence for him, even though she knew that what she was doing was probably wrong.
It seems to be a pattern, because in that movie she did that, and then in Why Did I Get Married, what's her name, Jill Scott's character, when her husband couldn't get a job, she backdoored him and went to the guy she knew and was like, can you help my husband out? And then he flipped out like, so you went to another ninja to ask him to help me get a job? Like, I'm not capable of getting my own job?
But that goes back to Jay's point. Women want security.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not, but sometimes the path to security is not one that will lead to peace. So, because basically what Jay just said, and it's a powerful statement he just made. What he just said was, these Instagram women that are shaking their ass or showing their ass in 2 pieces or whatever, they are not at peace with what they're doing. They've done it, but if they could find a better way, they find a better way.
They justified it for security. Has nothing to do with peace.
But you think that you say, okay, well, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I don't, huh?
This is a powerful statement that he's making.
Because I'm saying I know many women that are like, like you said, that are like, okay, I don't want to do this. But if I have to, some people tolerate certain situations and stuff simply because they're saying, I need to make sure that the kids got, like Kyrie always bring up Willie Earl. Don't nobody want Willie Earl.
Willie Earl is a necessity.
But Willie Earl has got some cash on hand to help you with them school clothes. You got that disconnect bill. You done already said, "Oh my gosh, I don't get paid until blah blah blah." I ain't got nothing to pawn. I ain't got no friends or whoever to ask. But Willie Earl be like, you need some help with your bill.
Mama Noise, think about how powerful what you just said is. If all I got to give up to get this bill paid is some coochie, then so be it.
Women do it all the time.
It's a scary situation.
That is not peace of mind.
Well, and dare I say, because Kyrie is always such an advocate for the strippers over at Slide In, is that a lot of the first thing they say is that I'm trying to get through school. Why? Why are you in a situation where you trying to go to school and that's the only means?
Well, but that's a whole nother thing, Mama Noise, because there could be a number of legitimate reasons why a young lady can't make it through school. Listen, I've been an advisor and a financial counselor, whatever, and I understand the myriad of reasons why a young person can't come into our facility and get and qualify for financial aid for whatever it is. And so I get the frustration of wanting to be, if I can say it this way, legitimate in your attendance of school and independent of going into debt or whatever the case may be. Yeah. I get that. I do understand that. Mm-hmm. I just wonder, man, like Jay said, can you find peace in it ever? Because this is the path you've chosen. And yeah, you might fly all around the world. You may end up on somebody's beach. You may get an endorsement deal here, an endorsement deal there. But is there truly, and you may obtain clout. There may be celebrities that endorse you and say, "Oh, girl is fine. She is fine as all outdoors," and blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, does it truly bring you peace? And I don't even want to go to that extreme, Mama Noise. Does anybody who obtains their success primarily through the garnishing of clout truly have peace and confidence in what they have done?
Yeah, I think absolutely you can.
Okay.
But you phrase it different in order for it to sit in your spirit differently. Networking is a part of building any business.
That's true. So Ron said there's nothing more about being a stripper. She has financial peace and peace with herself, with her decision and life choices. Cuz.
Everybody
when I was let me finish my statement, Mama, because I forget. Everybody sitting here know what he just put on there is a bunch of bullshit.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that coming. At all. Go ahead.
There's nothing immoral about being a stripper. She has financial peace, what she does, and peace with herself. Not she does. That's why most of them drink. With her decision and life choice. No, she didn't.
Listen,
Go on. I'm sorry.
I was in college. You know, we're in college, and around the college, outside the college campus was the actual area that, you know, the not the hood, but the local people. Them local dudes, a lot of those girls going to school down there, they got in the school, but they ain't got no money. So now you got to tolerate a Willie Earl, this grinning, and you like, this would never be somebody I would ever choose. But Willie Earl got some ends to help you get some groceries, help you get your textbooks. I heard a whole lot of girls I went to school with that was like, man, that one dude, man, I would have never talked to him. But I didn't have no groceries. I didn't have nobody helping with my textbooks. I didn't have a daddy around to say, baby girl, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. So then when the black man, you get out of college and stuff and you start doing stuff on your own, then the black man steps up and says, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. You like, sir, do you understand the responsibility that you're trying to that you're taking on? Oh, yeah, I got you. Then when you get let down, you like, man, do I got to do this myself? Is it destined for me to do this myself?
Woo! Heavy conversation here. Good gracious.
Why we got that?
This mama knows. See?
My blanket statement is no greater of a blanket statement than your blanket statement, co-pastor.
Oh my goodness!
You said
y'all gotta have a board meeting.
You said they're at peace.
Some of us don't even know what peace looks like.
That's the problem.
Ooh. Oh my!
You mistake security for peace, and it's not the same. And only time will prove to you that it's not the same.
So how I got there matters.
If you have a moral fiber in your body, yeah, it matters.
What if I got there bad, but then once I got there, I switched up the game and truly started looking at it differently and was like, okay, I know I got here under bad circumstances, but now that I'm here, I'm about to flip it and make it good.
That's not a problem.
Ron said, what are the pillars of peace? Because Cardi B started out bad.
Why can't Ron, if he's doing all this typing, just come on, you ain't got to turn the camera on. Just come on. All this goddamn typing you do.
Oh my goodness. What Cardi B said, Cardi B started on the stripper pole. From there, she went to Love and Hip Hop. From there, she went into the studio. From the studio, she started rapping. She started rapping and got her teeth fixed, got a bigger ass, and then turned that into a career. Right. Oh my, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that coming. I
want to know that.
So now,
this guy.
Right. So now she's at a point where she's giving $100,000 to elementary schools. Didn't start great
Listen,
by societal standards, but now she's turned it into something else.
but she valued that security more at the time. She was willing to ignore the peace in order to get what she wanted. I can turn it around. Nothing's stopping you from turning around except for death. If you die before you turn around, you never turn it around. But she valued the security more. Listen, the reality is a lot of us value security more because we can justify it because we all need security. We all got to provide for somebody. We got to provide for ourselves. So it's much easier to justify doing whatever we do for security, a means to an end. But peace
is that the right path?
Well, no,
is that the right path?
Not the right path. It's not the right path. Because peace is always there.
Is the path to peace? Is the path to peace and security simultaneously a harder path?
No. 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 If you do things, I'm gonna say it this way, but it's not. You don't have to be this way. If you follow the path of leaving high school, going to college, getting yourself a good degree, and leaving college and getting your advanced degree and leaving there and getting married and having your kids, then you really haven't done anything immoral. You haven't had to, other than the stress of school, you haven't really had to sacrifice yourself. You might have sacrificed your happiness because school ain't easy.
You say you haven't had to sacrifice yourself,
right? You haven't really lost anything by doing that.
You haven't lost your reputation. You're talking about reputation now.
Reputation, word again?
Reputation.
And happiness. You there are sacrifices on the climb to success that have to be made.
Right.
We all got to make them.
And it's got to happen.
The problem is most people aren't willing to make those sacrifices. So that path that you travel is one that was sacrificed temporarily for the long haul, for the greater good. But you haven't really sacrificed yourself. You just sacrificed temporary happiness.
But I guess the challenge I'm having with what you're saying, or not challenge, but I'm questioning, because and the reason why this is a fascinating conversation for me is that that's where we are societally, especially this coming generation. They are saying to us loudly through social media, if I have to sacrifice my personal reputation in my 20s, or the visual image of who I thought I was, or who y'all think I am, temporarily, so that I can live in the house I want, live in the community I want, make the money I want, and it's just a 10-year period, then it's worth it. They're saying it's worth it because my parents are sacrificing 25, 30 years to get to where I'm getting in 10 years. My parents are working 25 years to buy one house, and I can buy that same house by the time I'm 30 years old. Because I put up a few likes, I put up a few follows, and it made me this money, and I got there faster than you did. Now, will my grandkids be able to Instagram my photos one day and see me with my ass tooted up? Sure. But they'll do it from the playroom that I provided from them, from the money I made through social media, in the house that I paid cash for. And thank God for all of those celebrities who endorse me, and those rappers who endorse me. Or thank God for those females who liked and followed my pictures because I had my naked chest out as a man. I did what I had to do to get where I needed to get. And I've reconciled the morality as there's nothing wrong with the human body. There's nothing wrong with seeing the human body in all its splendor and form. Unmute, guys. Unmute. For some reason, you both muted. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you chasing security. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But we eventually will have to reconcile that with your peace of mind. Eventually, you have to reconcile it. Everyone does to a degree. Everyone does.
But I guess, I don't know. I guess the struggle of the statement is whether or not peace of mind and security can go hand in hand.
They absolutely can.
Well, if I've reconciled it because I don't live by your same moral code, then you can't tell me I haven't reconciled it. You can't tell me I haven't if I don't live by your same moral code, societal moral code, which again, by the way, is what's taking place in society. The moral code has been shifted and changed to where what you call immoral is not what I call immoral. Now, in your backwoods Mississippi church, that might be immoral, but where I live, it ain't immoral.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that in your backwood Arkansas church,
right? You use Arkansas in my example.
Your morals were taught. I don't disagree with that. But I will say this: we as human beings, we have a pretty good judge of what's right versus what's wrong.
Yeah.
But we justify it because of security. But security is not anyone's, should not be anyone's, will never be anyone's ultimate goal. Your peace of mind is extremely important. And eventually you have to reconcile the two. For instance, Whitney Houston was extremely successful and secure financially.
Yeah.
Sister was not at peace. She was not at peace.
Ever. It looks like ever.
Ever. And she destroyed it all because she was not at peace. Ultimately, once you get all that you can get and got all that you can have, you're going to have to reconcile your actions for your peace.
I sure hope this helps somebody tonight. Listen, this is a tough conversation, but it's where we are societally. It is absolutely where we are society, because I would venture to say 65 to 85% of what you see on the internet today is not real. It's contrived. It's manufactured. It's presented in a manufactured way. You are seeing the best versions of everything that you see today. Very few things are genuinely what they appear to be. What we call a viral video, it's not what it used to be. A viral video used to be someone just happened to be at the right place at the right time, turned their phone on and caught that thing, i.e. George Floyd, i.e. there's some other things that have gone viral. Just happen to be at the right place. But that's not what's happening right now. People are contriving these things. They are calculating these things.
Wait a minute. You saying George Floyd?
Yeah, that little girl just happened to be standing there at the time where they were choking that dude out. And that video went viral. That's a real viral video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But most videos are not authentically viral. Now, they go viral because people like what was contrived. So a viral video can be one or two things. It can be something that was created or something that was actually caught. But the difference of the two now is so vast. Most things are created. They are not caught. And that's the struggle.
I'm telling you.
because here's the thing, here's the other side of it. You can have success, like Cuz said, either way. I can get 50,000 likes, Mama Noise. And I say this with the utmost respect. And I say it with the utmost respect. Of all the videos we've done, and we have done well over 1,000 videos, tonight, if you decided to go to Instagram and put on some bra and panties, that one single video would outdo everything we've done the past 2 years.
It would outdo some other stuff.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong? Oh, he got to do something. But I'm just saying that's where we are societally.
I think
Go ahead,
you're right.
I'm sorry.
I think you're right.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we are. And that is a deliberate presentation and decision that you have made. Now, would you, like to Cuz's point, would you have to reconcile morality and be at peace with what you just displayed out there? Yes. You'd have to be comfortable in saying, listen, I'm gonna put these titties and ass out there for the world to see, and let's see what happens. And some women have done that. They've done that. But
And
given the choice,
you may not have to reconcile it right now. You may not have to worry about the moral part right now because you are focused on the security
part, right?
What it's going to give you financially. Well, ultimately, eventually, you're going to have to reconcile your actions. So what you're saying, Mr. Noise, is if I get up right now and turn around and show my ass on this here device, it'll probably go viral, and we will be famous and rich and
not yours per se. Not yours per se.
If I said right here in front of this camera and show my dang-a-lang,
that's possible, depending on what it looks like.
We can go
Actually, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Because the fact that you did it on a podcast is enough for it to go viral. Remember that white dude in the pandemic when Zooms first started and everybody didn't understand that when you get up, you're supposed to turn your Zoom off? And that white dude at work.
I don't know. Did you smell something? Why you got your hand up over your face like that?
She said she definitely put it over there.
I don't want that in my mental Rolodex.
Mama knows it's the dang-a-lang.
Zaria, mute and moderate. You see this?
Mama knows it's a dang-a-lang.
I heard you the first 2 times.
Mama knows he could have gone a different way. So I think you should rest in the fact that he called it.
You act like dang-a-langs ain't normal. We got about 1 billion worldwide.
Come on.
By the way, to Anthony Bruce's point, he is 1,000% correct. Most actresses are trying to stay relevant. Most actors are trying to stay relevant by doing just that. My name is not in the media. Ashanti has not released an album in umpteen years. Most people in this generation barely know who Ashanti is. But every time she drops one of them thirst trap bikini pictures, the internet says, "Woo, Ashanti." That's where we are today. We do anything. Cardi B has a song. We do anything for clout.
Mama knows you oh, shit hell. You ever heard of Chuck Berry? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you do Pilates. You know, there's deep breathing and shit you do.
Pilates.
Why you ask that question about Chuck Berry?
No, don't take the bait.
I just want to know, Mama Noise. He brought it up. The bait's already out there.
Because he's gone.
He had a song out there. Mama Noise, you doing a whole lot.
Why you gotta keep leaving the screen?
I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know.
Mama Noise, please come back to the screen. Don't do like that. Jeez.
It was a whole song out there.
What was the name?
You play mine, ding-a-ling.
That was Chuck Berry?
Why are you acting brand new?
I've never heard this song before.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Wasn't it Chuck Berry? I think it was.
It don't sound like a Chuck Berry song.
What was his name? Black guitar player.
I guess I stand corrected. It's called Ding-a-ling. The song is literally called My Ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this song.
What?
I've never heard of this song.
Ask Mama Noise has she ever heard of it.
Mama Noise, did you ever heard the song My Ding-a-ling?
Nope. I saw the title and was like, I definitely ain't listening to that.
Where you Negroes from? That song was a serious classic.
I'm about to find out how classic.
Are you muted? Oh, you playing? Okay, I see what you're doing. Mama Noise, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Mama Noise, the song. Yeah, y'all killing me, man.
What's funny is I'm watching a video of him singing it right now, and he got a whole room full of Wahite singing, saying, My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
I got it. I'm simply saying that's the reason why they probably locked his tail up when he was with them little young girls, because he's before the Wahite talking about his parts.
Well, but talking about your parts is nothing new, Mama Noise. Chuck Berry did it. I just heard today Ashanti had a song called I Got That Good Good. And that's how I keep my man at home, though we found out later that wasn't true.
But good is not, leads to something to the imagination. That really does not give you any part of the imagination.
Good don't lead nothing to the imagination. I know what good means.
What's her name? Sierra talking about my goodies and all that type of stuff. That's still okay. It's not as Azaria put as vulgar, in my opinion.
I guess. When she said goodies or good, I didn't think about cookies and cake.
Watch out.
So I don't understand what you're talking about when you say that. Wow. I'm just saying, Mama Noise, I don't understand. I'm just okay. I had never heard of My Ding-a-ling. But Sean is saying it's a classic, and Anthony Bruce is saying it's a classic. So there you go.
As much as you like music, you've never heard of that song.
I've never been a Chuck Berry guy though, so maybe that's why.
But
I just never been a Chuck Berry dude.
Okay.
So I stayed on his bigger hits path. So anyway, this has been a good discussion. I gotta say, I've enjoyed this thoroughly. Let's do some church announcements real quick. Again, the anniversary weekend is September 30th. More details to come this Friday, so you'll be prepared and you won't be lost in the sauce. Tomorrow, the 5 with special guest Jamal Lee. Do not miss it. We're gonna have a good old time. We just did that today. Saturday, we having our first Uncorked Wine Step Show. And you'll be able to get it whether you use the Uncorked Wine YouTube or the Talkin NOIZ YouTube or the Talkin NOIZ Facebook. You'll be able to watch it all 3 deals. So don't miss that. And also the weekend after, next weekend, next Saturday, we're doing the 2022 Uncorked Wine Awards, which should be awesome as well. If you get a chance, go watch Remember Me, only on Hulu. Check that out. And I think that's all the church announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly. That's what the pastors say. Govern yourself accordingly. Mama Noise, govern yourself accordingly. This has been a good discussion. This is a fascinating discussion to me. I really am. Because I think Clout the chasing of clout has become maybe the most dangerous pursuit our society has allowed. It's possible. You can dream later. Get the clout. You can have the dream later.
Sounds about right.
That's dang. That's a statement right there. Get the clout. You can have the dream later. Somebody we have the highest respect for, Mama Noise. Would you say he got the clout first and then the dream? That's Kev on stage. Now, he didn't sell his soul to do it. I give him credit for that. He did not sell his soul to do it. But he built up that social media following to millions. And now he's living the dream. But he had to get the clout first. Fascinating. All right. Thank you, cuz. That was good, man. Mama Noise, that was good. Appreciate y'all. Ron and all the other noisemakers that pulled up. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all showed out tonight. This was a good show. I appreciate y'all.
Do yourself a favor and release yourself from the resentment of Ding-a-ling and go listen to the song once we get off the show.
Wait a minute. I want to be very clear. My wife does not resent Ding-a-ling. She's a big fan. What? My bad. I won't speak your truth. I'll let you speak your own truth. I was just trying to come to your rescue. You ain't got nothing to say, Mama Noise? Okay.
No,
try to help.
It's a podcast supposed to talk to one another.
That's what I thought too. Can you unmute and tell us how you feel? At least unmute and tell people goodbye.
I'm tired of reading your face.
Thank you for watching Talkin NOIZ Daily Podcast.
That's it? That's all you get? You want to wave at him or something?